Hello, fellow Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. I am here once more today for a quick interaction. Join me, my people, from wherever you are watching, so that we will have a brief interaction. Join me from wherever you are watching. Before I continue, I have to pray. Father, Lord, God Almighty, merciful Father, I thank and glorify your holy name, Almighty God. I am a Biafran, and I'm praying to you as a Biafran woman to please release my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Father, Lord. What you, God, cannot do does not exist. I also pray for the protection and guidance of our Prime Minister. I know that at this time, many people are after him, those who are stealing money, extorting money from Nigeria to disturb our Prime Minister and what we are doing. Father, Lord, I pray for his protection and all Biafrans all over the world. He say, join me, my people, join me. You know, this platform is one of the Bregie platforms where we bring you authentic information about Biafra development. We are doing marvelously well. My people, join me so that we will continue. This platform, we do not preach hate, we do not preach violence, but that does not mean that anyone who comes fighting against us, that we will not defend ourselves. We are Biafrans. We are very self-content and self-satisfied. We are grateful to God the way we were made. But anyone who said that Biafra will not come, not this time around. So my people, for us to get our Biafra and for the restoration to take place, we have to emphasize more on the self-referendum voting. It is our civic right. So my people, we all have to vote, ensure that our families and friends have voted. Join me, fellow Biafrans, so that we will continue. Biafra is definitely our religion, and we must evangelize, and people should join in what we are doing. But if we are not that type that likes what we are doing, please do not join us. It's not by force. We don't enforce anything on anyone. Referendum means a thing that people do with open mind. It gives people choice to choose where they want to belong. That is what referendum means, politically and by way of definition. So my people, we are here to talk about Biafra. Please, anyone who does not like what we are doing should not come to this platform, because I have no time for argument. Thank you, my people. Join me from wherever you are watching.
Fellow Biafrans, my name is Marvel Sarenze Chukwumanko. Vote. The Biafra self-referendum e-voting is in progress and will be until December this year, 2024. I know you think we still have time, but the duration of time we have from then is sitting down. Not too fast to take The Biafran Prime Minister is part, which doesn't need emphasis because it is obvious. But he, Simon Ekpa, is entitled to one vote, just like every other Biafran. I respectfully urge you all, Biafrans all over the world, old and young, to participate in the ongoing Biafra self-referendum, publicize it, and assist those who need to be guided about it. To demonstrate our readiness to exit here. We may not all be in the army, in the media, or in the government, but together, to Kogi, Enugu, Ebonyi, Edo, Imo, Rivers, Delta, Cross River, Anambra, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, Abia, and beyond over the world. Together, we vote to decide our future, and our vote must count. This is a new dimension.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. My people, we have to really vote and ensure that our vote counts for this referendum voting that is going on. Our Prime Minister has really emphasized on us voting and making sure that we have enough vote. And he also encouraged us to help those who are at home, either financially or otherwise, so that they can be able to buy data and be able to vote and help others to do so. So our Prime Minister has said that, and that we play his voice so that you will hear where he said it during his visit in the US. Let us all vote. Please, my people, we need to support and we need to vote.
You are welcome to the United States of Biafra Security Action website, the only approved online portal for Biafra citizens' ID card application and event registration. Click on the register button on the menu list if you are a first-time visitor. Fill in your name, phone number, email, and preferred password to create your user account. Check your email inbox for the account verification link from Biafra Security Administration. Click on the Verify Here Now button in the email to complete the verification process. After verification, log in to your account. Upon login, a pop-up message will ask if you want to access the application forms. Go to see the overview and the privacy statement page. Please read carefully and tap Agree and Submit button to view the online application form page. Types of application forms: the ID card application form and the non-ID card application form. Ensure you read through the descriptions of each before making your choice. Once you select your application type, the application form will open to you for you to fill. Fill the entire form information and upload any required documents. To avoid errors, jot down answers to questions on paper before completing the online form. Successful filling the form, you will be redirected to the Jumio verification page to verify your identity. Ensure the uploaded identity document matches the one used for verification. After successful Jumio verification, proceed to the payment page to make payment for your ID card. Upon successful payment, you will receive. Please allow up to 7 days for administrators to review your application and make approval. Ensure all information provided is correct to avoid rejection and account suspension for security reasons. Make sure you correctives and guidelines provided throughout the process. For your event registration to mention, kindly click on the event button on our website menu. This will direct you to the event page. Select the Finland Convention event. You will be taken to the login page. If you have an existing user account, log in with your email and password. Access the convention application form. Fill out the form correctly and select your preferred ticket type. Click on the Pay Now button to make payment for your 2024 Finland Convention event. After successfully submitting your application, wait for 7 days for admitters to review and approve your application. Upon approval, your event ticket will be emailed to you. Please ensure that your address and all other information provided are accurate. Avoid any issues with your application. See you all in Lahti, Finland from November 29th to December 3rd, 2024. Biafra, peace, unity, and freedom. Thank you.
So, my people, this is it. We are still in the process of voting according to our Prime Minister. After the voting will end, that will end in May 2024, there will be a second batch of voting that will take place in October, so that we will get the required number that we wanted, in as much as we have time till this very time. I will assure you that there is no time, because time flies and waits for no one. So, my people, ensure that you exercise your civic right to vote and to register your identity. Because if you want to go to Finland, you will have to properly identify yourself. And if you are not properly identified, I'm afraid you will not be able to go to Finland. So, my people, we all have to endeavor to vote and make sure that everything is in order before you travel to Finland. For those who would want to travel to Finland for the historic moment. From our Prime Minister's confirmed Twitter handle, he wrote today, he said, Bregie officials BSA Telegram channel. Anyone having difficulty completing Biafra self-referendum voting, ID card application, and database registration should report and describe the problem to this channel. Only BSA related problems should be reported to the channel or posted there. So, my people, everything that has to do with our self-referendum ID card registration is very, very important. No matter how much or how long we have been agitating, or how far we have been on this restoration of Biafra, these are the core things that has to be put in place. And every meaningful Biafran who wants this restoration declaration in December 2nd, that's what you should do to ensure that that history will come to pass and that the event will take place smoothly. Furthermore, my people, you know that our Prime Minister traveled to the USA on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. He said a lot of things. He gave a lot of updates, very important updates that I would like us to know about and listen to as he talks. If I have to add anything, I will do. But the voice you will hear now will be the Biafran national anthem, and you will hear the voice of our Prime Minister. Hello, my wonderful brother Chibike. How are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you so much, my darling brother. Thank you. Thank you. I'm playing what our Prime Minister said the other day in the US. Very important updates. And I will play other videos that is very, very interesting for us to know how to support our Prime Minister and how to pray for his protection and for the release of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the wonderful man, His Excellency. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just the leader of Biafra, he is the leader of Africa, the eye-opener. So I will play you certain videos that will open your mind.
Planet for the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now. May the souls of the fallen heroes and heroines of Biafra rest in peace while we continue to fight as their spirit embolden us until we declare restored difference for eternity. Biafra. Say, be the evangel, please.
Sorry.
Thank you, Biafran people. Thank you, the entire cabinet. Thank you, the Prime Minister, for honoring another town hall meeting with the Biafran people in USA. And here we go. Dr. Diana, over to you as you coordinate your program. Please, where you need the media that you bring us in. Thank you so much. Unmute yourself. All right.
Thank you very much. I'm going to introduce the admins for USA. And should I do that again? I thought we did. Okay, let me just call their names out, for the audience.
Has your program changed?
No, it hasn't.
I thought the next thing should have been your corporate prayer by Pastor Benjamin before introduction of that.
Okay, just I'm letting you know. Okay, opening prayer by Pastor Benjamin. Pastor Benjamin is not here, so Mazi Miracle Eze is going to do the opening prayer. Mazi Miracle Eze.
All right. Thank you, Biafrans. The Lord is good. Now let's take a prayer for today. Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for this evening.
Sorry, my brother. I really the thing is taking too it's taking me too long, as if I am not for this. Sorry about that.
Oil installation. 5 Janjaweed sent to
Let me discuss another issue, something that our Prime Minister, I couldn't deal with the other one. My apologies. So this one is also important. It is from our Prime Minister's Twitter handle that this very news is coming. And is one of my media teams announcing the discovery. So let me play his voice.
Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 22nd of April 2024, and I have a very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, I will have to rush and read the news in details because I don't want to waste time. I just want to spend less than 5 minutes giving you this very broadcast because we have a lot of things at hand. So because I don't want to waste time, let me first of all read from the Sunrise Daily TV, which is of course a website controlled by the Biafra Nations League. After this, I will then confirm this very latest development from the official and verified Twitter handle of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And they said, breaking. Explosion has destroyed 2 major oil installations at the maritime border of Bakassi Peninsula. Explosion has destroyed 2 major oil installations. 2 major oil installations at the maritime border of Bakassi Peninsula. Now, they continued. Suspected Biafra separatist militants believed to be the dreaded Black Marine fired heavy explosive 2 kilometers away from their location, sending to judgment 5 joint border patrol team. 5 joint border patrol team of course, Zoo and Cameroon, 2 terrorist countries. This is the highest, listen, they said, this is the highest damage since the Biafra crisis in the region. This is the highest damage. This is the highest damage since the Biafra crisis in the region. Now, something happened today, and I want to show you first before taking you to the official, X handle of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. This is what happened today. Today, you can see this is just 1 hour ago. They said breaking. Joint Border Patrol of Nigeria and Cameroon has sent to judgment G1 of Biafra Dragon Fighter Marine, alias General Inyang Okoko, aka G1 Vampire, in Bakassi Peninsula in the afternoon of Monday, which is today. Local report says the JBP launched several airstrikes at the maritime border of Atabong East, near the Nigeria coast, sending the militant leader to judgment. Wow. It's quite unfortunate that we lost him. He's a leader within the Biafra Navy. It's quite unfortunate that we actually lost him. I just want to say to his soul to rest in peace. We will continue fighting until the total restoration of Biafra. The independent state of Biafra must be free from the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, and of course, Bakassi Peninsula will be involved. We can never cede Bakassi to either Zoo or Cameroon. Now, let me take you straight to the ex-handle of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile Prime Minister Mazi Samaneba, and this is what he has to say. He said, breaking. The Biafra naval rocket has hit and destroyed 2 major oil installations at the maritime border of Bakassi Peninsula and neutralized 5 terrorist joint border patrol team. This is the highest damage since the Biafra crisis in the region. This is the confirmation from the Prime Minister Mazi Samaneba. This very news is not today. This is on the 20th. This very thing happened on the 20th of this very month of April 2024. But the one that they sent one of the leaders to judgment happened today, this very afternoon. So my people, like as I said before, I don't want to waste the time. I don't want to take too much time on recording this very news because we have so many things at hand at the moment. Thank you, my people. To Salo Nomozia and make it go viral.
Yes, my people, you know, today the Defense Chief of Staff, Mr. Christopher Musa, was writing in Punch newspaper that Simon Ekpa is not letting them operate in the air. Everyone knows that there's no war in Nigeria. What are they doing? Going to bomb our Biafran people. And they will tell you that they are fighting Biafra Liberation Army. Is that how to achieve peace? By buying Tucano jet and jet bombers from Italy, from all these superpower countries to come and be buying your own people. Today he said that Sanepa is not letting them to operate in the air, that he is very sure that it is Finland that is encouraging him and supporting him. That was in the Punch newspaper, but I saw it under our Prime Minister's Twitter handle. My people, you know, when you have people like the zoo fighting with you, you do not have to relax or relent. You have to work extremely very hard. Work very, very hard to ensure, you know, that anything that they are doing, that you will be able to counter them. There is no how our people are going to fold their hands and be watching these people doing everything they do. Now, Amnesty International is in the zoo. Let us see what they will do, where their discoveries will be, and that notwithstanding, Biafrans are going to drag Nigeria to International Criminal Court at the end of the day. And I'm assuring everyone that we are winning, no matter what they do. They have been buying us. During the war, they killed so many. They say the war ended. Till date, the war has not ended. They have been buying our people secretly, and now it is very open. And nevertheless, we are marching forward. The Oduduwans have declared the restoration of Oduduwa Nation last week in New York. So our own will take place in December. And this goes to show anybody, any doubting Thomas, that Biafra is here, that Nigeria is no longer the same. Oduduwa now have their own nation, and our own is coming up. So my people, we have to be very, very strong. Our Prime Minister in this video that I'm going to play now emphasized on the importance of us voting and even being able to help people in the homeland, if it means giving them little financial help for them to buy data, because data is very important, you can do that. Then let me play the video so that you will hear it from our Prime Minister. He was encouraging us to continue to vote because the declaration needs this number of people. Because as you all know, we are asking for the restoration of Biafra. We will not recognize ourselves. It is the outside world who will see the mass number of people who have voted that they want to leave Nigeria. These are the people that will give us that recognition we want, coupled with the United Nations. So we need this vote. It is very, very important. Some people would be saying, oh, you are saying you are government in exile. Government in exile is very, very legal. It is our legal right to have government in exile. And with government in exile, you can transact anything with any foreign government because it is worldly acceptable. It is legal to have your government in exile when we have a situation like what we have in Nigeria and Biafra and Oduduwa. So Nigeria is going back to what it was before Florence Shaw and her boyfriend amalgamated us without our consent and without our forefathers agreeing to it. So my people, we are leaving the zoo. It is taking this long because you have to put your house in order before you declare it to the world to see. It's no longer like during the war when Ojukwu and his group were in a hurry because these people were buying us without looking back. So this time around, what is happening is that since we have government in exile, there is this little time to put everything in order, everything that a nation should have. The Biafran Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and his wonderful cabinet, they are making sure that all these things are in place. And you cannot be selling yourself to the world just without nothing. So he is doing the right thing, and we have to follow patiently and wait till December, and it will happen. The historic moment, we are going to all witness it.
Representatives from Europe, Asia, Africa, I welcome every one of you to this town hall meeting to brief Biafrans in the United States. Our every 2 weeks achievement and update. Because of the phase we are into in the liberation of Biafra, it is very imperative that those of you in the United States working day and night to see the progress of this government be briefed. So you know that the movement you are part of, the progress we are making, and the plan we have for the next 2 weeks. The last time I had this town hall meeting with you, I made it very clear that as a result of the propaganda from the Nigeria state and the difficulties we are facing, especially in disseminating information and of course creating awareness to our people back home, that I promised that the Biafra satellite TV, before coming back today, will be live in Biafra land. I also promised that before this today, we are going to have the Voice of Biafra satellite radio. And today I have come to inform all of you in the United States that the Voice of Biafra satellite TV is live in Biafra land.
Good luck.
Not only that, I've also come to inform all of you that the Voice of Biafra satellite radio, 97.5 FM, is also live in Biafra land. Before this today, please, somebody is going to have the Voice of Biafra. I am listening to my voice. Can somebody mute, please? So, please mute. Yeah. So our next agenda is to see that these satellite radio transmitters are scattered across Biafra land. And, I promise that it is going to be, we're going to focus more on the coastal state at this point. But because we have, previously used some transmitters in the hinterland. And so I wanted the IT technical department to focus on, bringing those transmitters back to life. And then the new transmitters will now channel to the coastal state before we, from there, push to the hinterland. So today, the Voice of Biafra satellite radio is live in Ebonyi State, and gradually the other broadcasting transmitters will be refurbished, and they will be live in a few days' time. Then we will start installation of new transmitters in other states until we cover the 40 state of Biafra. And this idea of 40 state of Biafra, all of you remember that last 2 years we started this radio project, and then we were not on satellite. So that was a big difference between then and now. And the reason why we put the radio, Voice of Biafra radio on hold after launching 2 years ago was because we believed that we needed to do more of action work, and then the radio and the TV will come in later days, and that later days is now. So we've been able to finish the structure of the government, both the security, the Liberation Army, the Biafra resistance fighters, and as the activities of this Biafra Defense Force are going on in Biafra land, we need to keep our people aware of the activities of those defending them. So it is very important that we have this radio station and the TV station as well, which is covering the entire sub-Saharan Africa. So if you are, in any part of the sub-Saharan Africa, you will have access to watch the Voice of Biafra satellite TV, which is on 247. As I'm talking to you, the TV is live. So this is one of the updates I'm bringing to the United States, to Biafrans in the United States this evening, and we still have a lot of work to do. Also, this is very necessary because of our ongoing self-referendum. Everybody, you could remember that we have embarked on this self-referendum, which is online voting. We need as many votes as possible. And I want everybody to understand that this is a collective task that we must do. So those of you can individually sponsor many.
Hello, my brother Innocent. Yeah, thank you.
Private individuals to help in voting. It is very, very important. Like I've always said, we don't care how these votes are coming in because we are going to defend it at the end of the day. And in case anybody is concerned about the pattern and the way this vote is being carried out, then we'll be talking about how to conduct, a more however they want it, referendum. But for now, it is in our power to decide as a government how this referendum is being conducted. It is in our power to decide. And whoever that is not happy with the way we are conducting the referendum will also do us good to bring in the United Nations, and they will conduct it by themselves to their own satisfaction. But for
My people, PM is saying here that we have to really support. Let me take it back a little bit so that you will hear him again, where he said that we should support people if it means doing that financially, so that they will be able to buy data and go to inner villages and be helping people to vote, because so many people in the villages have not voted. Some of them will tell you that they don't know how to do the voting and they need assistance. So he is encouraging us. For instance, I am arranging with somebody who I will send a little amount. He said he will send some boys to go to the villages and help those elderly men and women. That's the kind of thing he's encouraging us to do. Let me play it and see if he will repeat it again, because it is very important.
as I'm talking to you, the TV is live. So this is one of the updates I'm bringing to the United States, to Biafrans in the United States this evening, and we still have a lot of work to do. Also, this is very necessary because of our ongoing self-referendum. Everybody, you can remember that we have on this self-referendum, which is online voting. We need as many votes as possible. And I want everybody to see this is a collective task we must do. So those of you can individually sponsor many, private individuals to help in voting. It is very, very important.
I hope you understand it now, that we can sponsor people individually to help people, because people back home in the zoo, there is never light. When there is light, they will tell you that if they buy 1,000 naira data, it doesn't last. So if you can give somebody like 10,000 naira from abroad, it will be like maybe the same amount, £5 or £10, just to help, to see that we are doing, that it is moving.
Like I've always said, we don't care how these votes are coming in because we are going to defend it at the end of the day. And in case anybody is concerned about the pattern and the way this vote is being carried out, then we'll be talking about how to conduct, a more however they want it, referendum. But for now, it is in our power to decide as a government how this referendum is being conducted. It is in our power to decide, and whoever that is not happy with the way we are conducting the referendum will also do us good to bring in the United Nations, and they will conduct it by themselves to their own satisfaction. But for us, we are very, very okay with the system and the pattern of this voting so far, and we're very, very happy with the results so far. So the first stage of the voting is going to end in May. When the first stage of the voting ends, We will now look at our progress where we feel we need to do some amendment, and we are going to go to the second stage of voting. And I want everybody to understand that because of the disenfranchisement in the voting, because we are using electronic means, the outcome or the turnout of the voting may not be what we expect. So, but what we are looking at is to get the highest percentage from the 4 million people that voted during the last presidential election. That's our target. We are not targeting to get 20 million or 70 million or 80 million because it is not going to be possible because of the disenfranchisement in this voting, the government threat, the fear factor, the conspiracy theory that the criminals and the enemies of our freedom are putting out there, which we believe that the coming of the satellite radio will go a very long way in putting capability where capability is, especially in those rural areas where they have used lies and propaganda to deceive certain individuals. So we need those individuals to also cast their vote. But as soon as we finish this first stage, the second stage of voting will probably be different from what we have in the first stage. Now we are learning to know where we are going to make some amendments. So those of you in the US, you can take it upon yourself to make contact to those back home and help in buying data for them, for example, so they can help in, you can give each person you know a task to get you 1,000 votes, for example, and provide data for them. The rules have not changed, but because there is problem with the data, there is problem with the internet, and this is the first time we are doing such thing, knowing fully well that the internet is not accessible in Biafra land, not even in Nigeria. So it is already used, because we are using the electronic means, is already a disenfranchisement on its own. But we have to do what we got to do to support those who will have the opportunity and the means to use their mobile phone to help others to vote. So it is a task I am giving to every one of you, and also it is a responsibility that every one of us must take. Why the Biafra government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland are providing some gadget to selected electoral officials in each state, it is not enough. So we need to individually on our own help the government in making sure that the dream of having as many votes as possible before October, November is achieved. And that's number 2. And then we go to the defense of the Biafra land. As you all can see, your support to the government in exile, your contribution has seen a total protection and defense of the Biafra territory, that today there is no attack, there is no mass killing in Biafra land. It is, the credit goes to you because you have made it possible. So the United States, Biafrans in the United States, I would like everyone to clap for yourself, because while other Nigerians are crying, indigenous people in Nigeria are crying, you are not crying. But remember, it has been taking a lot out of you. A lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of sacrifice has made it possible that people in Biafra land today are bragging that nobody can come there and attack and go free. And we are just starting. We have invested in defense of Biafra, and we continue to invest. And I want every one of you to understand that when we are being faced with threat of extinction, it requires a lot of resources to make the enemy to understand that you come in and kill and go. And that particular message, I believe today, is very clear to the enemy that Biafra land is a no-go area. And that's why we are doing many things we are doing, which a lot of people will never understand. It is also the same way when every nation are displaying their military might, their military capability, their defense, capability, is sending message to the enemy that you cannot try us and we will deal with you. So even though we don't have aircraft, we don't have fighter jet, we don't have military tanks and all that, we have ground forces, bigger than Nigeria.
So my people, you have heard our Prime Minister. That's as much as that video could go. We all know that there is no peace in the zoo. Now the Oduduwans have gone. Hello, my darling sister. Thank you for joining. I was playing the voice of our Prime Minister, his visit to USA. I'm sure you must have listened to it. You know, it is one of the videos that I have to play for us to hear. And sometimes you will hear something, but you will not notice certain emphasis. He was laying emphasis on how we could help people to vote at home because of data. He even said that we can support some people and let them promise us that they will get at least 1,000 people to vote. Maybe some of these boys that have phones, you buy them data, maybe 5,000 naira data, they will be able to go to the villages and help our elderly parents who are still around and who want to vote, but they have no proper access to voting. So the PM was encouraging us, because many people don't understand that when you have government in exile, it is a legal entity, it is our right, because with that Biafra government in exile, we can now go to another country and talk to them, negotiate with them for anything. We have right to have everything that a nation has to have. But before the declaration, because we are not the ones to recognize ourselves, it is other world, other countries, other heads of state that will recognize Biafra. He was emphasizing on the importance of the vote, because they have to look at the number of people who are voting for self-referendum, and they will be able to say, yes, you have good number of population of people who wants to leave Nigeria. I will recognize you. And the UN as well, So that's why he is emphasizing on the importance of this self-referendum voting. We have done everything humanly possible to bring this Biafra to come. But the central issue here is this voting. I also played the video of the lady that taught us how to do ID card registration and the entry to go to Finland. If you roll this video back, though I will send it to you, Mary, and other people that I have their numbers, so that you will be able to use it when you are doing your own registration. When you get to a certain level, you can pause it and put down some things that you don't understand. In fact, this video, when you look back, you will see everything that our Prime Minister said and any help that anyone needs. We have to help ourselves to do things right so that we will be living. We have to leave Nigeria. I am thanking God that Oduduwans are now serious, because with two nations wanting to leave Nigeria, there is no how that we will not have countries to recognize us. So there's a video voice that I want to play for us to listen to. This was confession made by some people that wanted to go to Finland and by themselves, not our prime minister. But when you hear of this type of confession, I have to bring it for us to listen to. You know, we have to put our prime minister into fervent prayers, because those who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, their idea for selling Onyendu, because our Onyendu is a wonderful, yes, we must leave Nigeria. With Oduduwas now declaring their nation, they have declared it in New York by Abiola's wife last week in New York. That shows that Oduduwa is now a nation of its own. They know how to battle Nigeria, because here a video of them getting some of the Yoruba chiefs to sign agreement with them. Look at the video here. Look at it. You see where they were signing. Look at it. But you know what it is? These Fanese, they're always rushing to the Yorubas. And this kind of people, we say, Mieti Allah, Southwest farmers, sign MOU on peaceful coexistence. There is nothing like peaceful coexistence. There is no state in that zoo that the terrorists are not ransacking the villages. You know, everywhere. So they're always looking for people to join them. But the real representative of Oduduwa nation, they have gone to declare their nation. And ours will take place in December. So the Prime Minister has just emphasized how important it is for us to vote by telling us that we can sponsor people back home. He said that we normally don't do things like this, but we need the vote. We need to swell it up. As I said, I have somebody I'm talking with back home so that they will get some boys to go and help those elderly ones inside the villages, because they all want to vote. There is nobody in that zoo that doesn't want to leave, except the politicians, because of their position that they are buying to maintain. Recently, Soludo started again. He started again to stop sit at home, and Onitsha people, they did what I like most. They said that nobody can force them to stop sit at home until Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. You can imagine Soludo, all of them, all these, even Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State, he is giving the Fulanis a place in Enugu for them to go and start selling their cows. And you know, once they come, they will build their mosque. The next thing, they will start looking to expand the land and bring in their people and start buying people secretly. That's what they did at Lock Panther. So my people, we need to leave. We must leave the zoo. We must leave them. We are very incompatible with these people. Somebody was crying on the Twitter saying, oh God, how did you put us with these evil people who only likes to fight? They don't like peace. They don't ever want peace at all. All they want is to fight, create wars. Look at what Daily Post has here. Look at it. This is from our Prime Minister's Twitter handle. Let me read it out because it's a bit blurry. It's saying here, Daily Trust, 2,583 Nigerians killed, 2,164 abducted in 3 months. So if they start buying people like this every 3 months, no matter the population, they have decimated that population. We cannot be hanging around waiting for the zoo or waiting for anybody. So if anybody can help some people back home to go and help people vote, please, my people. PM said it. He said that normally we don't do things like that, but this time we need the vote. We need it because international world are the people that will recognize us. You know, they are the ones that will recognize us. Hello, Sonny. Thank you for joining. It is the international world that will recognize us. And because of that, we need as many votes as possible. We need as many votes as possible. So my people, we really have to do something, not after all the days we have worked so hard, then we will end up. Hello, Christian Emeribe. Thank you for joining. Thank you, my brother. Always remember to like and share. I have a video here that I want to play for us to listen to, please, my people.
Every day from one story to the other. And I'm going to put them online. Tag you the nation chala.
This video bụ afa ndị na-akpa nkata ka a ga-esi je gbuo chifa na akafa na ọ bụrụ ọkwa prime minister anyị na Finland. So the people who made this Nigeria was established for business by ndị ọjọọ Britain, and the contract agreement of amalgamation completed 20 years. Oh, my sister, you are very, very correct. Please, I forgot to tell you, if anybody wants to join the studio, please indicate. I will send you the link so that you will join and talk to our people. You can leave your video closed. You can close it or you can leave it open as you wish. Let anyone indicate and I will bring you in. Thank you. So this voice unu ga-anụ kịta bụ onu ndị kpalụ nkata ka eje jide our prime minister ka fa gbuo onwe fa na ọ bụrụkwa ya nwa. Unu ga-anụ afafa niile one by one. Let me play the video. Hello, great, oh great. Thank you for joining. All hail Biafra. What I'm playing now, if you listen carefully, the voice of this man is not very clear. Afandi na-akpa nkata ka fa je gbuo prime minister Imachukwu Amekwe. Ịma na ndị a bụ ndị dị desperate. Unu cheta afa Ikenga Uruagwu na Ifeanyi Uba dị here. If you remember, when Ikenga Uruagwu si na ya je ka ịkwa mama ya na Nnewi, o jelu na nke Ifeanyi Uba fasesia picture. Ifeanyi Uba anụnwa unu fụ ọ ya nwa wetara ụgbọelu eji wee bunata onye ndu anyị nke a na-akpọ Uruagụ oge ọ chọrọ ije Naijiria o deny ya na ya nọrọzikwa na IPOB na ya resign go kịta o bidogokwa. These are not serious Biafrans. Even Ikenga Uruagụ a onye ndu chụrụ ya achụ. Ama m oge ọ na-abịa challenge onye ndu wee banụọ ya. Kita ọbịa our leader, you know. So the voice, the very slow, but nkuna nuro, I will say it loud. These people, they are in contract with the zoo. So now they believe that they have to fulfill the promise family in the zoo. Maka na fa kpọnatasi onye ndu che na Biafra ga-end. Unu nụrụ ogu Ikenga Uruagụ si na ya nwee political ambition wee sị onye egbuzi na ndị amị, mana ndị amị nwere right ịbịa na-egbu ndị mmadụ na be anyị. These are not freedom fighters. They are looking for money. Ụmụnne anyị n'obodo oyibo na-anya oyi na-anya anwụ fatasi afụfụ lụtasi ego tụta ego feweri eje na-akwụ onwe fa salary. Freedom fighter na-eli salary. Ọ dị ka nnọkọta kịta m si unu kwụwa m salary. For what? It is for all of us. Biafra is for all of us. It's not an individual thing. Our prime minister is not paid. If any no na-eme, risk ni no na-take. So iwe man and the adro serious and negodo the type of thing our prime minister achieve for us within a short period of time. O iji gosi unu na nwere onwe dị ya n'obi. Na ọ dị ya n'obi ka enweta Biafra. Nwanne m ife ụfọdụ anụnwa ana m like isu ya n'onu bae. I don't apologize for anybody. Onye achọrọ ọnya pụọ. So my people, unu ga-ege ntị ka unu nụ afafa niile afa Ifeanyi Uba dị ya. Onye nke a sị na enyere egbe na ọnya bụ onye nke ji egbe bụ nke ọ sị no. Let me return it back a bit. Can the man kwukwa ife okwulu again? You know, this our struggle ọ dị egwu ndị kwe ndị ekwe. But ndị anwụ ekwere ọfa ga-ekwe by force.
Ikenga Ifeanyi Uba na-amụta ọ dị aha a bịara agba ọbịbịa nkịtị enwe ụfọdụ n'ime ha na-akpọ izu ekene onye nke abụrụ ha ndị ụwa dọkụmentị ha nwere ndị izobi ya n'isi Ifeanyi Uba na ya gọọmenti kwụrụ ụgwọ tụrụ Ifeanyi Uba ọ nwere nke a kwụrụ ụgwọ ndị ya na ihe ọbụla ọ ga-eme ka ọwa Simon egbe ma ọ ihe ọbụla ọ ga-eme chọọ na Simon nwụrụ.
Hello, great the great. They will kill themselves exactly and not our able prime minister. Chukwu Okike Abịama is strongly on guide of him. Shame on them. Yes, my sister Mary said, God will shame all of them. They are after money and fame. Exactly. Fame, you can imagine, you are looking for fame. Oge a na-egbu ụmụnne gị ọbala ma ndị a na-eni na ndụ ma ndị fa ga-ebulu ọgan. A sị m ndị a nwụrụ anwụ etu a ka fa ga-eji wee gbusisi ndị niile na sabotage. Yes, they are looking for fame to be given political position in Nigeria. We don't care about them. They should leave us alone and go their way. He said, my sister.
Ebe ha na-awụta echi ime ndị mmadụ ka apụta afọ na ndị mmadụ pụtara okwu na ha ga-achọ ndị mmadụ ihe echi gbagbuo ụmụ okorobịa na-ego nọ ndị otu anyị na-eme ha na-eme na-ekwu na ihe abụọ ike pilot
n'ọnụlịa na fasi na ha ga-agbagbu boys mmadụ 10 ha wee sị na ndị otu Simon ekpagburu ndị anwa na ifugie fa na-egbukọsị ụmụaka be anyị ọkwa because of Facebook na YouTube aka dị na-ewetara unu na-egosi unu ebe a vidio ndị otu Chinasa Nworu a na-ejidegharị fa. O nwere onye nke fa jidere today ọ dị kịta onye nke afọ si na ya bụ polisi fa na-ajụ ya ajụjụ si ya kedu ego na-akwụ ya ọ sị na 63,000 a month. The man wee jụọ ya sị ya ịmakwa ego rice na-ada na si na ya marọ. The man si ya maka 63,000 ka a ga-eji wee zie gị jee gbuo nwanne gị ije gbuo. Ọ na-ayọ si biko onye gbuni ya bata ọ jere igbu mmadụ. So the man wee wepụtagasịa ngwa agha fa chọtara n'aka ya wee si ya gịnị bụ ife a ọ sị na tia gas. The man wee si ya fanyere unu tia gas jee gbube ụmụnne unu kpokọrọ na-eji ọ bụrụ na ejidere gị kịta ịgba mmadụ dis tia gas. The man si ya ka ya gbaa gị ya kịta ka ị malụ ka ọ ga-adị. But the man gwakwara ya si ya na fa ma egbue because na ọ bụ nwanne anyị mana fa ga-ejide ya until ọ kpọsịa afa all of them. So ụdị ojifa jie na etufa si ejifiasị arụ mwepụta ebe a ndị YouTube ama like ya ọ ife nji na mmadụ egosi unu. I'll call you back. So my people, nsogbu kale. Mima, ife dika this our struggle, this is the kind of thing you will be hearing and you will be seeing it. Because ụfọdụ fe believe na our prime minister ga-emenwu ife ọ na-eme kịta. Mana ike nke Chineke ọ ga-eme enwetala anyị Biafra. Ise
nke a wụzikwa every day from one story to the other. Ana m agakwuru onwe m online wee bọmpụta on this one.
na-ekwu na ihe abụọ ike pilot n'ọdịnationally Simon na-eme nke a bụ iti ha mere malite ndị nke Ifeanyị gbanyere ya ọgụ ya na Abuja ka o wee nwee ike isoro ya boys ka o were ya ka o wee bụ na ọma fere ire ha ekele ya nkwa na ọ bụ na sịrịsịrị ntụ n'ọya maọbụ onye ọzọ ha ga-enye ọchịchị Anambra steeti ka gọvanọ Uju na-agbasi mbọ ike na-eme ihe ọbụla nwere ike ime iji wee fụ na ha ọbụla a na-ere Anambra steeti na onye na-eyi na ọ labela akwụ Simon ego dịka ntụ na mbụ ndị ahụ bụ ndị bịara ime protest na Finland abụ protest ka abịara ịcha ndụ Simon ego.
Una nụrụ ife okwu ọ sị na o jere na Abuja na unu n'anya onwe oge ya bụ Ifeanyị Ụba jere with Shetima the vice president. They should send him to judgment so that other criminals will learn. Nwanne m ọnyanụ, this is it. So oje gwa the man na ya na-eme everything o nwere ike ime ka o wee stop Simon Ekpa so that ka e wee mee ya the next governor. Maka unu mana Ụba bụ onye 419 ọ chọnatara ichi Anambra because ọzọ last time lose and unu mana ndị 419 na ndị otu Hope Uzodimma oge ọbụla fa chọrọ ịnọ ebe fa ga na-afụ public fund fa na-ezu. That's why na fa chọrọ ka Biafra bịa mana Biafra ga-abịa ma fa chọrọ ya ma fa chọrọ ya.
Ndị mmụọ niile dị n'ala Igbo Simon kụziri efu ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ Simon Biafra kara egwu ka ọ dị ugbu a so n'ihi ya nwere ji na-ekwu ka Simon lezie anya ọpụpụ ya na mgbatị ya n'ihi na ọ ihe mmadụ okere ife n'ọnụ ya na-egbu ya onye ọbụla a gbara egbe gbatị ya n'obi maọbụ n'isi anya ha dị asụwa ebe so na Simon ga-anwe ha ga-egbasa ọbịa ndị ya bịara olezie anya ihe ha bịara enwe isi amacha ha ga-ala mana izu niile ahụ ihe nga
Nifanye uba na Livingstone na group here. Achina someone na Boniface Simon. Kaide na meeting ya wana new we be meeting ya na kifanye uba.
Una nukwalia no Ikenguru Agụ, Ifeanyi Uba, Chinasa Nworu na Livingston. So Livingston na achọbere ijezu ike ọkwọsi na ya bụ pastor man of God. Wee na-akpa nkata ka a ga-esi wee eliminate a man or the old enough to be his father. Shame on them. All of them name ife atọ gbadoro our prime minister atọ. Nwatakịrị mmadụ wepụta onwe ya na-achọ ka unu nwere onwe unu nọdụ na-achọ criminal activities iso ndị Fulani bụ warriors, ndị a na-eji akwụkwọ nwere ulu faba fada agụ akwụkwọ fanọrọ na technology fanọrọ na science fanọrọ na education, nothing, sọsọ ibu egbe. That is, if anwa dị fana blood, they can never stop it. Maybe oge anyị ga-apụ nwee Biafra, ọsọkwa ndị Nigeria na ndị Zoo na ndị Hausa factual chifa back to Futajelo na ebe fasi wee bịa na North Africa. Maka ndị a bụ warriors, sọsọ ịnụ agha, that's all they know. They are not good to be, they are not good to be anybody's friend or anybody's neighbor. We have to leave the zoo.
Onye nke na Finland, onye nke na-Ethiopia ahụ also now to praise the Lord, hallelujah. Finally, we get someone arrest. Uga na mo le ebe na ra kiwe bo someone ige go. And na la dia fa ga so ba ro ke uga hen. Uga fe ga hen na kiwe ba Simon na ebo. Iga uga woni. If you go na Abidjan from today I have my phone. You must have your first trouble. I have a phone. I'm glad for wanting to go on. Yes, we are going to direct. So we are going to do this scenario. He life for your name. Money is legal now. When it's Simon, it's okay. So we go. Not now, in Haji, never I was held a good Simon. The Yemen and Abaya now. Almost the Olivia joy. I will not go about Academia arrest. Hit the girl and the family baby, the helping family on that. And only the day she had family ready. Also, eating. Before now, we're sitting ready. They will take them. I'll tell you how we're sitting after. I am cause of see in a country also important. If I have country, why can't you guide the south? But I can't believe it's not a way on. When you were in your papa, let them know one on your shot. So only keep on with that. After you have a Simon, I know more than Simon ship. India, your mother 50 able to number down now. I draw for and new number down. Number high, you can high the way this work around. How do you CCTV camera? I'll give you a money for you when I never know Simon. I never run the idea of the pilot. I see any. So I know the outcome when the is named after Bregie. Simon had the import of the force that tell new leaders, the whatever on him, all not to be a flap, but then Simon could be not in good and non currency. So, only the extra. Now, I'll go for what? Because we're not going to pick up. Now, when I get my Simon, or you will say one, you will. No, it's not a believe you and I'm not and I'm about John. I do that. They will go to know Simon. They will not. I go along with that. They will die. Me like the man. Na feeling go with them die. All the people by always we have everybody. So in the end, Simon because it's the end. They will never cut our job. You know, I'm not sure that I'm doing much of it. Only again, like the travel, the cigar driver. The way God is. Look at the kind of offer.
It says, so, my people, you have all heard it. You have all heard it. These people are not resting, but our prayer is going on daily basis up to God for Simon's protection. We all know that currently Simon is the only one we have now. There may be thousands out there, but for now, we cannot have 2 prime ministers at a time. We cannot have 3 at a time. And for all the things that Simon has been doing for us, we are grateful to God and we are grateful to him. So the only thing we have to do is to support him in any little way we can. Please, my people, we have to continue praying to God and we have to continue fighting. Let me play this video again about the registration so that, you know, anyone who wishes to should listen to it.
You are welcome to the United States of Biafra Security Administration website, the only approved online portal for Biafra citizens' ID card application and event registration. Click on the register button on the menu list if you are a first-time visitor. Fill in your name, phone number, email, and preferred password to create your user account. Check your email inbox for the account verification.
Thank you, my brother, Great the Great. He said, no weapon fashioned against our PM, MSE shall prosper. Amen. In the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama, he said, thank you so much.
Verification link from Biafra Security Administration. Click on the Verify Here Now button in the email to complete the verification process. After verification, log in to your account. Okay. If you want to access the application forms, click on Go to see the overview and the privacy statement page. Please read carefully and tap Agree button to view the online application form page. Choose between 2 types of application forms: the ID card application form and the non-ID card application form. Ensure you read through the descriptions of each before making your choice. Once you select your application type, the application form will open to you for you to fill a form with accurate information and upload any required documents. To avoid errors, jot down answers to questions on paper before completing the online form. After successful filling the application form, you will be redirected to the Jumio verification page to verify your identity. Ensure the uploaded identity document matches the one button used for verification. After successful Jumio, proceed to the payment page to make payments for your ID card. Upon successful payment, you will receive email confirmation. Please allow up to 7 days for administrators to review your application and make approval. Ensure all information provided is correct to avoid rejection and account suspension for security reasons. Make sure you comply with directives and guidelines provided throughout the process. For your event registration to Finland Convention, kindly click on the event button on our web menu. This will direct you to the event page. Select the Finland Convention event. You will be taken to the login page. If you have an existing user account, log in with your email and password. Once logged in, access the convention application. Fill out the form correctly and select your preferred ticket type. Click on the Pay Now button to make payment for your 2024 Finland Convention event ticket. After successfully submitting your application, wait for 7 days for administrators to review and approve application. Upon approval, your event ticket will be emailed to you. Please ensure that your email address and all other information provided are accurate to avoid any issues with your application. See you all in Lahti, Finland. From November 20 to December 3rd and 4th. Biafra, peace, unity, and freedom. Thank you.
Thank you, my people. I hope that this is explicit enough. Anyone that needs any help, this phone that is displayed on the screen, you can contact me. Hello, Mary. Does this help you at all? Yeah, Mary said, Fulani cabals and present new colonizers cannot recolonize Biafrans again. No, we have crossed the Rubicon, Mary, my sister. You are very correct. Yes, Great the Great said they should go and ask the other people that tried the other time how they ended up. So as they are planning to attack, so we will be waiting for them. They think this is the time they succeed in betraying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, my brother, you are very correct. You know, Onyendu was taken unawares. He was taken unawares. You know, last week when I was doing a program, I used the voice of Emmanuel Oremijus, where he said that this Ifanyo Ejiofor is, in fact, Ejiofor has now gained so much grounds that many of these Nzama people take him as their leader. They love Ejiofor more than Onyendu, because what they are all saying now is that they want Onyendu to bring Ejiofor back. Can you imagine that? Ejiofor that connived with DOS and the governors to sell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the Fulanis. So if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacked Ejiofor from representing him, is it Ejiofor that is now your leader? You have to follow your leader. Whatever your leader says is what you will follow. Because Onyendu, the other day in court, I was very happy to hear him shout that way, because it shows everybody that Onyendu's memory is still intact, that Onyendu has not lost his memory. So all these people that sold Onyendu to the Nigeria government, thinking that Biafra will stop, they will never rest and they will never stop complaining. Like Musa, the defense minister, was complaining in Punch today. I saw it in our prime minister's Twitter handle. He was complaining that Simon has been disturbing them on ground, and now he's disturbing them in the air. What are they going on the air to do? To bomb our people. To bomb our people. Our prime minister, during his visit in US, made mention of buying equipment to defend ourselves, both on land and in the air. So they think that Mazi Simon Ekpa is like Onyendu. At least we have land. They cannot get through to our prime minister. Not at all. No matter what they do, they will always fail. Obalumwi Wamekwe Kafara succeeded. Not at all. Not at all. So my sister Mary, I was asking, did you find this ID registration voice that I played now? Did you find it helpful? Please indicate. If you find it helpful, I am very glad it did. If you don't, I will send you one link where our prime minister said that anyone who has a problem with the ID registration, that the person should send message there and tell them what problem they are having. So I am really, really ready to help anyone for the registration. I have all the... Okay, thank you. Thank you. It is helpful. Thank you so much. I will also send you that link, the channel where our prime minister said if anyone needs help, they should connect to that channel and tell them exactly the problem they have so that it will be sorted out for them. Biafra is going to be a country that, all of us that has the opportunity to live in the Western world, we will make sure that Biafra works like the Oyibo people, so that our people will have peace. They have suffered for too many years, and Biafra coming is the end of all that suffering. The Oduduwans have now, declared their nation, so it is down to us now. We are the next, so that the world will know that Nigeria is gone. Thank you, my people. I will leave you here and see you tomorrow the same time or earlier tomorrow. Anytime you will get the notification. Please, my people, remember to hit the like button. And for anyone who have not subscribed, subscribe to Betty Ford TV and follow me on Betty Ford Second, my Facebook page. I love you all, and I will continue to evangelize because Biafra is our religion. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity and equity, plus freedom. Bye, Mary. I love you all. Great the Great, I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Chibike and Sonny, thank you for joining. Innocent, thank you all so much. Have a very good evening. I'll see you again tomorrow. All hail Biafra.